Yeah, what's up? It's me, the German boy. I want to share some knowledge about what I know about life and what I learned about life. We have us, like me, and we have our minds, thoughts everywhere, and we have our heart. And I guess most of us already understood. We actually have an inner child, like that's who we have been in our childhood actually, and that's who we are actually, and the most of us already know it. With time you become aware that's not you actually, but it is you. So actually you are just observing your inner child. That's the truth, and that's where the key to happiness is. And that's why I want to share it, because the moment you become aware, you are not your inner child, but you are observing the inner child. That's the moment where you can start to accept what is happening right now, and so you find peace with life, and this will make you happy. And you need one more knowledge about life, and that's you have two sides, like the red side and the blue side. Like the red side, it takes you into bad feelings and bad emotions. So if the inner child is going into one of those directions, and you know we just we believe that we think that we decide what direction we are taking, but in reality it's not the case. In reality, the inner child is taking the decision, is doing the decision, and we are just observing it. The more thoughts we have and the more in peace we are with ourselves, it looks like we are deciding. It's like the story of our mind, It's like the story, just the story of the thoughts. Like someone is offering you, like I had this situation today. There was someone who offered me a cigarette, and in the first moment I said no. The second time he smoked, he didn't offer it me, but then I suddenly felt like now I want to smoke too. And in my mind, I was thinking, what is it? Does I really want to smoke, or was the decision correct? And I was like, I said no, so it's okay. The second time I asked myself, do I want to smoke? Well, I guess I don't ask him. If he offers me, then I decide again, you know? And in the third time, I from my gut feeling asked him, talked about the cigarettes, and asked him what kind of cigarettes, and then he asked me if I want to, and then I said yes, why not? And in that moment I become aware I followed the red side, and usually I follow the blue side, which leads me into positive emotions, and that's important. It's also very, yeah, it's positive emotions, positive feelings. And I thought I cannot go into the red direction anymore, because the problem with the red side is you can become addicted. That's happened to me already. And I got addicted to cannabis, and I always went into the red side. The thing is, love comes in a moment and says, okay, that's enough. You followed the red side enough. Now it's time to follow the blue side again. What people normally do. The like if you have your day, you follow the blue side all the time, and then all of a sudden you feel like, oh, I have to follow the red side for a moment. And normally you have an yeah, if you're really healthy and you live in a family, you will have a fight inside the family, but it's working out in the end. You come to a conclusion and you feel like, okay, it was worth it to fight, and you could let out the negative emotions and you will feel better. Yeah, that's what it is. So when I smoked, I felt like, okay, that's enough, and yeah, you should then stop. But I'm addicted. I took another hit, and then I stopped because I'm addicted. I'm so used to do it like this. And you know you are allowed to follow the red side, but you have to find peace with it. you know Once you discovered the blue side and you understood that here you find positive feelings, you simply just follow the blue side always. And the red side is just something which comes from alone. And the red side offers you things, but you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't do it, you know, just if you really feel like. If you really feel like you have to do it, then you can do it. It's like in the Knights of the Coconut from Monty Python. You have should watch it. It's the Holy Grail. That's the red side. That's what the red side offers you. That's important. And you can follow. You can try, but there will come the point where you cannot follow anymore, where it's over. And when you then start to follow, you beat yourself. And now comes the point, because the inner child is doing the decisions and you are just observing your decisions. So anytime you did a decision in one of those directions, accept it and find peace with your decision. Even if you know, because you're intelligent, even if you know it is wrong, you decided in that way. So it's all right. It's your inner child. So your heart wants to go this way. It has to experience what it has to experience. That's very important for our future. We have to accept one man's heart has to experience. And if you avoid the experience for a heart, the heart hurts. And even this is needed. So, God created the blind man because this heart has to experience what it is like to be blind. That's it, you know? That is it. And you can ask yourself, so this is unfair, like, yeah? But it isn't, because the heart wanted to. Or you could say, like, this is mystical. Some others say God wants the heart to experience it. Some others say the heart itself said, I want to experience like this. Before you get born, the heart already, decides, I want to be blind, and then you become blind. That's what it is. But you can also say God wanted it. God wanted that I am blind, and that's why I have to experience this. And some say, yeah, in another life, I maybe can see, maybe I am a frog, because my soul wants to experience what it is to be a frog, because the inner child, the soul, the light of one is, some say is born again. Some others say, no, if you die, Jesus comes and wakes you up to the kingdom of heaven. Like you wake up from the deaths, But like you want. Important is the experience one's make is what he makes, what or he or she makes, If someone is killing someone else, he makes this experience. Okay? So if you want to blame so much, then you want to make this experience to blame them. Yeah. So it's all right. This is peace. This is peace. It's happening. It's happening. Okay? It is happening. It's peace. Yeah. You don't need more than this in your life, because there's the key to happiness. You observe how it happens. You observe it, and that's simply it. Yeah. So to come to a conclusion, we have the red side and the blue side. The red side leads you into negativity, like dumbness or ego-driven arrogance, all those things, all those behaviors. The blue side leads you into kindness, into love, into the ability to share, the will to share, And if you are able to accept that you are observing your inner child doing the decision into this or into this side, that's the moment where you find peace. Because once you decided for this side, you can say, okay, I have to make the experience. When you decide for this side, you can say, okay, I have to make the experience. Okay, that's it. And now we come to the point where fear starts to act, because fear says, I'm not able to do this positive things, but I know this is easy. I can do those things. It's easy to be arrogant, It's easy. So once you are confronted with fear, you have to accept the fear and you have to experience the fear. And when you experience the fear, you come to the point that you can overcome the fear and get more positive. So this is normal, this is normal life. Yeah, that's it. But to gain peace and to gain happiness, it's important to accept every decision you do. That's to accept the moment like it is, the situation like it is, because your heart wants to make this experience. This is how you find peace, and this is how you find happiness. But this is not what life is all about. Life is all about love, and to love yourself and to love all the others more, or like you love yourself. Love everyone else. Love everyone who's around you. That's what Christ wants us to do. And if you're not a Christian, or if you're a Christian, it doesn't matter. That's what is the most important thing in life: to love everyone else and to love yourself. This is what it's about. Yeah. Because happiness is not everything in life. You cannot build anything around happiness. That's, if you're happy, okay, that's something with what you need to gain inner strength, But what it's about is love. And so you have to overcome fears, and you have to go your own way, and find your own way in life, That's what it is about. So yeah, thank you for watching. I was talking in English in this video, but I felt like I want to do it. And yeah, have a good night to me, to everyone else. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can find some inspiration in what I said. Maybe you have another idea um, how to describe what I described. If you have, maybe you have another view on those things. Put it in the comments. Maybe you have an addition to what I said. Then put it in the comments as well. And like and subscribe and share the video with everyone else who is struggling with his decisions. And yeah, you know, it's normal to regret. It's okay to regret. And regret is a process we have to go through. So the moment you are aware of being regretful, that's the moment where peace comes in. Okay? So become aware.